I'm in DCAT at this time. It's 2023.
Yeah. For anyone that doesn't know DCAT.
Yeah, so DCAT is open prison.
Yeah.
It's a HMP, Her Majesty's prison facility that allows good, well-behaved, low-risk, non-violent offenders to go out to work.
Yeah.
I'm 3 years into my sentence. Just got to DCAT. I'm 6 weeks away from being on my first home leave. 24th of November 2022. And I've made the phone call, sent him round there 2 weeks prior. So then I just, like I just said, I had this energy on the phone, it wasn't right. So cut a long story short, I was just saying, listen, just get over it. Don't do this to me while I'm up here, tell me the truth. She spit it out, she went, all right, I am seeing someone. I went, right, okay, we're past it now, that's fine. So I just said, look, just be honest with me, tell me who it is. You don't know him. I went, do you know what is tough? Tough is being a mum. Tough is being a dad. But what's even tougher is a mum being a mum from a distance and a dad being a dad from a distance.
Yeah.
And sadly, that's where I am at the minute. It's hard work, dedication that wins the race all day long. And if I could go back to the 8th of December 2020 to correct the mistake that I made, trust me, I would. There's no easy route to quick money. Yeah, there might be the first time and the second time, but trust me, it's going to catch you in the end. Karma's a real thing. Karma's a bitch, and it will get you. Anyone struggling in any sort of way, albeit emotionally, physically, or you just need help staying motivated, getting motivated in life or in business, as Josh said earlier, truthbyshaun.com. No one on this planet was born great. No one. It's the ones that don't quit. It's them ones that become great. Trust the process, accept no limits, and let's go.
Welcome back to the Allowed Bro podcast. Today we've brought Shaun back, Truth by Shaun, for a part 2. Let's have a little recap, Shaun, of what we said in part 1 on the cliffhanger that we left everybody on.
Right. Okay, so we went through it all, didn't we?
All of
childhood.
Well, most of it, yeah.
Most of it. So we went from childhood to the first touch that I had with that money, 250,000 leads, £1 a lead.
Yeah.
To me opening my first company, to COVID. To me opening my second company, which then COVID hit, and then I've done what I've done to try and save the business. Got caught. 8th of December 2020, not a good time. Went to prison.
Yep.
I had 3 years in prison up until the cliffhanger that we left on last week.
Right, yeah.
Good friend of mine. Is that where we're at?
Yeah. Literally right there, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, so we summed it up, so that's where we're at.
So let's roll, let's continue it from there then.
Yeah.
And talk about exactly what happened from the cliffhanger after. Let the audience know, because I think everybody definitely wants to hear this.
Okay, all right. So, I'm in DCAT at this time. It's 2023.
Yeah. For anyone that doesn't know DCAT.
Yeah, so DCAT is open prison.
Yeah.
It's a HMP, Her Majesty's prison facility that allows good, well-behaved, low-risk, non-violent offenders to go out to work.
Yeah.
And obviously save money, send money home to the families and loved ones, etc. So I earned that right within the last 3 years of being in a closed facility, which is CCAT prison.
Oh, was you in CCAT?
Yeah. So I was in CCAT first, went to the DCAT, and then what you're asking me is where it all kicked off.
That's it. Let's go straight into it.
We're going straight
in.
Okay,
no corners cut.
So,
there's some people don't know there is a big difference.
Yeah, a massive difference. Yeah. So CCAT, closed conditions, literally like regimented. You know, you're behind your door for nigh on. Well, obviously I was in prison, so I had it different to other people. I had it hard because I went to prison during COVID.
Yeah.
So it was 23-hour a day bang up. Do you know what I mean? But now, CCAT is 18 hours bang up. You're out for 4 or 5 hours doing education or working, which they try and implement the restructure of getting back into the community, which is good for a CCAT. Do you know what I mean? But only the good ones, only the ones that are well behaved, and only the ones that actually, you know,
knuckle down, get
the chance to go to the DCAT, which was where I was at the end of 2022.
Okay.
I remember the date.
So about 2 years in then.
I was 2.5 years in.
Yeah.
I remember the date. It was the 24th of November 2023.
No way.
Yeah, the phone call.
That's crazy.
You want to know the phone call?
Go on,
yeah.
go
So
on.
this is where we're at.
What's
yeah.
what's the process from Cat C to Cat D? Then do you have to apply?
No,
to go
no.
to Cat
So
D, or?
in the prison system, it's what's called as your OMU, your offender management unit. So
Okay.
they are the people. They're basically like probation officers.
Yeah.
So they govern you and look after you in the prison. And if you're ticking all the boxes and, you know what I mean, crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's, they're going to put you forward and say, look, we want Josh, Jesse, Shaun to go into DCAT to better himself.
Well, hopefully.
No, not you now.
And hopefully not you again.
God,
You know
not
what I
me
mean?
ever again. One-time offender. But yeah, then they just look at you and think, no, this guy's, you know, he's trying to change his attitude, he's trying to change his life around. Let's put him into community already, whilst still under the governing body of the HMP, Her Majesty's Prisons. We'll put him into community, we'll send him out to work, he can earn a bit of money, send it home to his family, let's see how he, you know, let's see how he carries himself. And that's the protocol for it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I went to DCAT end of 2022. I went there actually in September, and then I got on really well there. Do you know what I mean? Still having the visits from my ex-partner, my 5 children, all the way through my sentence up until this date. Everything was fine. I didn't see none of it coming.
What type of work was you doing when you was in there?
Right, so when I was in prison, I was working for a company called Dragonheart Homes. So massive shout out to Dragonheart Homes.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, good guys, honestly. So they basically have a company that builds modular housing on site. Yeah. And then they have these massive trucks that deliver it around the country.
Oh, no
so like
way.
a 3-bedroom home will be based on 2 levels, but we'll build each level in the factory, and then they'll ship them off and then build them on site. I say they're a good company. I was on £2,500 a month in there.
No way.
£2,500 a month, and I was on 0% as well back to the government, because obviously I had a lot of children. I've got a lot of children.
Oh no way! I didn't know.
Yeah, normally they take 40% of your wages. They take 40% of your wages.
Like standard tax, kind of, isn't it?
Yeah, not really. No, they basically just take 40% of your wages to prison service to put back into their system.
Oh wow!
But then you can write a letter, and my boys know about this. Nicky knows about this. Luke knows about this. Pete knows about this. I was like the letter king. I used to write everyone's letters, like the sob story, to say I can't give 40% back to the government. This is why I can't. And then they had to put everyone on 0. And like my close friends in the DCAT facility, they was all on 100% of their money. So I saved my boys I saved my boys thousands, because they was all on 40% initially.
I think they should do that anyway, though, because like you could make a normal living while in the worst situation. Save the money, so when you get released, you're a bit more stable instead of coming out with nothing.
Honestly, no disrespect, Josh, but they don't care, mate.
Of course they
don't care.
Of course,
prison's a business.
Of course.
Whether they like to admit it or not, prison is a business. From the canteen sheets to the visiting halls to the phone calls in your cell. It's £1 a minute to ring a mobile. They're cleaning up in there, mate.
That's ridiculous.
Do you know what I mean? They're cleaning up
crazy.
in there. They know the business.
What DCAT was you in?
I was in North Sea Camp, which is a prison, DCAT prison up in a place called Boston, Peterborough. It's got 2 sides to it. It's got a part A to it and a part B to it. There's some not very nice people in that prison, but there's some really good guys in there, which is where I met most of my close friends. Like I said, I keep mentioning Pete, Nicky, Luke, Josh, Jeff. There's some good boys in there. Do you know what I mean? Friends that I'm speaking to now every day. I speak to them on the phone.
Of course.
So that's where I was.
Instead of asking a negative question, we'll turn this into a positive question. What was one of the best, if you can remember, what was one of your best moments? I know for the listeners, it's like prison. Obviously, it's probably worse than death, right? Because you're locked away for so long behind 4 walls or whatever. But what's one of the best things or best memories you actually had in there? Because most people, they ask the negative, name us one negative time that you've seen in there. I want to ask it in a positive way. What's the best kind of situation you can remember that stuck with you since you've left? That's a positive thing.
From the DCAT?
From prison in general. CCAT, you can answer one for CCAT and DCAT, or just in general if you'd like.
Yeah, straight off the bat, the day I was in Ranby, HMP Ranby, where my good pals are right there right now, Shaun Brown and Rambo. Good boys of mine, friends for life. But in that moment, when I was on house block 1B, cell number 10, letter comes under my door. It's 11 o'clock at night. All the screws are delivering post at that time of night. Do you know what I mean? Because people get negative mail, and they want to iron out the govs when they see something bad. So they choose to do the post when the cell doors are closed. Anyway, 11 o'clock at night. Hear it come under your door. I've opened it, and it's going, congratulations. After reviewing your last part of your sentence, my behaviour carried me so well.
Yeah.
I got released 6 months early on tag. You've never known anything like it. I'm sitting there thinking I'm there until December 2024. I got released in July 2024.
Yeah, it makes a
6 months early, basically saying, look, you've done well, we've been monitoring you. Do you know what I mean? We're giving you the 6 month early release tag, on your way. That was the best night of my life. Didn't sleep a wink. And then 5 days later, I was out. I was in the car with one of my best pals, Rob. He picked me up, come all the way up from Bexley Heath, picked me up, jumped in a motor, and that was the
video that you sent me.
There you go. That's the beginning to the video that's just hit 5 million views. Do you know? It's gone around the world. Do you know?
It didn't even look like you'd done 5 years.
No, but I come out. I'm that sort of guy anyway. Do you know what I mean? I'm the positive in the most dire straits of moments. I see the best in everything. You know what I mean? I'm not blowing my own trumpet. It's a fact. Do you know what I mean? I'm too kind. I'm too generous for my own good, and that's what's caused me a lot of my pain, and it's affected a lot of the close people around me, because I'm always trying to see better ways through and saying, listen, no, don't do it like this. Do it like this. When really sometimes their way's better. Yeah. But I'll always try and do it the way that I feel best. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
But, yeah.
What was it like first time going in there? Because obviously you said... The time. Yeah. First time and last time, let me say, yeah?
Yeah.
Because obviously, me personally, I've never been to prison. You'd never been to prison before that. So it must have been, was you nervous? What was you thinking?
Remember part 1 last week?
Yeah.
Yeah. Day 1. My old barber.
Oh yeah.
Knocked on my cell door.
Barber, yeah. I suppose that gives you a bit of ease. Not ease,
amazing,
but you know somebody.
Because obviously I know my barber.
Yeah.
This is from when I was 16, 17 years of age. He's a connected, calculated, nice, cool guy.
Yeah.
So I obviously knew someone like that was going to be cool inside.
Yeah.
So as soon as he comes to me, I've heard Shaun Jones is on the paperwork. I had to see if it was this Shaun Jones.
Yeah.
He's come to my flap. It was me.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my God. You know what I mean? So I knew from day 1 I was sweet. I was in prison for 5 years, Josh.
Yeah.
Not one problem. Not one argument. Not one fallout. That tells you that I carry myself correct in any situation.
Yeah, because you hear a lot of the stories, don't you? Hear a lot of the stories of, like, you know, it's rough, there's a lot of this violence. Obviously, you're going to get that in prisons, but I suppose it is the way you carry yourself, even outside the prison. If you go around asking for problems, and someone will give you trouble, do you know what I mean? So I could only assume it's the same in prison. If you carry yourself, you know, you seem like a gentleman yourself. So it's like, I can imagine that you probably didn't have no problems and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
No, but a lot of the problems coming from prison is due to debt and drugs.
And drugs, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Number 1, I had a £1 note round me at the time. Yeah. Thank God, luckily enough. So I didn't ever need to borrow money in there. Yeah. Number 2, I didn't do drugs in there. There's a thing called spice that
I know
about. It's on the bits of paper. People smuggle it in on solicitors' letters, court letters. It's just a spray on a bit of a document. It gets through the prison. I'm a trainer. I train. I play football. Do you know what I mean? I like to look good, feel good, smell good. So I'm not going to go and riff-raff with anyone that weren't really in my circle.
Of course.
There's another guy in there, Big Mike, used to train with him in the gym. He's a gym orderly with me. Nice guy. Come out in now. We're still talking to this day. My mate, as I say, Pete, my other close friend Lee, we was all gym orderlies together. We was in a circle of just wanting to play football and train. Do you know what I mean? So we didn't want to go into that world of, oh, can I tick a vape? Oh, can I tick a chocolate bar? Because it's double bubble in there. Do you know what I mean? If you're taking a box of caps off someone for £2.50, the things I've seen over a £5, you wouldn't believe it. There's no point in trying to, you know, upset the viewers, but I've seen some crazy things over a £5, and trust me, there's nothing worth going to prison for. Let it be shoplifting. You know, you've caught your missus in bed with another geezer. You want to go and iron the geezer out? Leave it. Someone's robbed your money. Oh, he owes me 500 quid. He owes me £1,000. He owes me 10 grand. Leave it. Trust me, there's a better way to deal with these situations. Prison is the answer to you making that wrong decision. Hence my 8th of December decision. You see what I'm saying?
No, I understand.
You don't want to be amongst that in there, man, because it's rife in there. Like I said, over a £5, people ain't coming out of there. That's the truth. No,
it's very true. Moving on, let's talk about the cliffhanger part. So you went through the prison system, and your release date was, repeat your release date
8th of December 2024.
2024. You've come out now. Obviously, you mentioned about a friend that you befriended while incarcerated in prison.
He's known as Deck. His name is Deck. I'm giving this guy a tiny bit of airtime. But I'm giving this guy a tiny bit of airtime just so the embarrassment and the disloyalty and the treachery can hit home.
Yeah, of course.
To the main person who's going to be watching this, her family's going to be watching this, how it all, you know what I mean, came out, and the after effects, which we're going to get into now, embarrassed her entire family. But yeah, as I say, I don't mind calling that name out. Let's get into it.
All right, cool. So you befriended him in prison. You've had a phone call from your ex-partner at the time.
Yeah.
She's saying that your eldest boy is being a bit troubled.
Spot on, Josh.
He's flogged his Canada Goose, or he's done something with his Canada.
I was speaking to this about my partner. She was talking about this with her mum. So yesterday, saying about straight away, my partner knew that you and Jesse actually cared or care about people that come on your podcast, because you do your homework.
We take it in, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? And just to go, sorry.
And then obviously your ex-partner at the time has asked you to send somebody round to deal with your eldest son because he's a bit uncontrollable.
Right. And apparently, I'm the best thing since sliced bread. I've never met anyone like Shaun. Oh my God, this guy, he's going to change my life. This is how he's talking about me.
Yeah. And then obviously you sent him round to go and obviously speak some words of wisdom to your son.
Exactly.
We
hadn't even spoke about it.
I know. And then obviously you left it on, should I say. He's ended up getting with your ex-partner.
Yeah.
So let's go from there. What on earth? How on earth?
I know. So,
how does that happen?
Oh, love, Josh, love. So I'm 3 years into my sentence. Just got to DCAT. I'm 6 weeks away from being on my first home leave. It's the 24th of November, 2022. Just felt something. Just felt it. You know what I mean? And I'm in touch with my energy. Do you know what I mean? I do the law of attraction. I do the universe. Yeah. I'm not too sure if I believe in God, but I know there's something for people that carry themselves correct. I fucking believe it with all my heart. Yeah. There was something there. And I picked the phone up, the blue phone from the cell, and I'm like, what's happening, Char? You good? And there was just, energy was off. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, cut a long story short, I was basically threatening to send my friends round there in a good way to take the stuff out of my home, take the car off the drive. I said, there's something going on. You're not being straight with me. What is happening?
What gave you that intuition, though?
But go back to what you just said. So 2 or 3 weeks before that, Charlie's with me on the phone saying, you've got to send someone round. And I thought, right, okay, all right, I'll deal with it. So I sent my pal round, who's been out of prison. I've been in prison for 2 years. Who I was going to look after, set a barber shop up for, help him. All my other close friends, they're abroad. COVID's lifted. Everyone's on holiday, Josh. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I had no choice but to send him round. The way that she was acting, it was, today you've got to send someone round or I'm leaving. I'm running away. That's how deep it was. Yeah. And these phone calls are recorded from HMP. I've got the transcripts. Yeah. So if anyone wants to say anything, I'll add them onto truthbyshaun.com and everyone else can just be quiet about it.
But even having that while you're in prison,
I know. So this is
that's
what it
already
is.
Difficult.
So then I've made the phone call. I sent him round there 2 weeks prior. So then I just, like I just said, I had this energy on the phone. It wasn't right. So cut a long story short, I'll just say, listen, just get over it. Don't do this to me while I'm up here. Tell me the truth. She spit it out. She went, all right, I am seeing someone. Sweet, I said, just tell me who it is. She wouldn't tell me. Went on for about 10 minutes. And I said, listen, Char, just tell me the truth.
How long after this was when he first went round to the house?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah. So I called it out, but then I said,
caught on early.
As I told you, I don't believe in God or anything, but the law of attraction, the universe said something's wrong.
I know what you mean.
So I just said, look, just be honest with me. Tell me who it is. No, you don't know him. I went, listen, and this is not. It's just we're here to tell the truth, aren't we?
Yeah, of course.
I know everyone. I know people up north. I know people in Spain. I went to Florida back in 2000 and whenever it was, and I bumped into an old school friend. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm that sort of person. So I was like, stop being silly. Tell me it is. Anyway, cut a long story short. 10 minutes later again. All right, I'll tell you. I went, right, who is it? She went, you know your mate Dick? I went, I went, what?
She just said it like that?
She just said it out like that. She said it out like that. I've got 5 babies in the house. And she's gone with an absolute scumbag house burglar over. Listen, I'm not the best thing in the world. There's always someone better than the next, but I carry myself right. I like to think I'm half good looking. I like to think I'm respectful. I'm generous. You know, if I've got a tenner, I'll lend you 11. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm that person. Everyone knows that about me, which is to a fault sometimes, but I don't care. I still sleep well at night. Do you know what I mean? So I got it out of her, and then, oh my God, fireworks. It all kicked off.
So what was that like?
Couldn't believe
her saying that Why you're already in kind of a shit place?
I've been with her since I was a kid, you know what I mean? I've been with her since I was 20, you know what I mean? Me and her have known each other since we were babies. Her mum and my mum were best friends for 30 years.
No way.
It's that deep. It's that deep.
And I'm kind of speechless.
I'm smiling because there's a happy ending, but we'll get to that later. Yeah. Go on, what are you saying?
I'm just speechless how she's wronged you while you're in prison for you to sort out a problem with both of your eldest child, which you've sorted out, and then 2 weeks later you found out she's told you that she's been seeing. So
that geezer I sent round the house.
That is wild.
That's not.
I couldn't even imagine that happening to myself.
No, you can't.
Even on the outside, something like that would make me feel sick.
I know. What that family now does is because there's a saying in a lot of war books. I'm not going to quote them all because some of them are quite religious and political, but there's one saying that stands correct in all of them. The best form of defence is to attack.
Yeah.
And that's what that family have done on me now. Because they all know what she done was wrong. Because they all know it's embarrassing on what she done. Mm-hmm. Because they all know, basically, she's ruined all of her children's lives, especially my little baby.
Yeah.
They now are attacking me because that's all they've got. All they can do is attack Shaun. Oh, we're hiding our embarrassment for what Charlie's done. Attack Shaun. When I'm clean cut, I'm winning. All day long, I'm winning.
Okay, cool. So you found out now.
Yeah.
What happened after that?
So with that, don't forget we're 2 weeks down the line. I've just found out 24th of November 2022. She's only moved him in the house. She's moved him into the house. You look shocked.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
She's moved him into the house. Can you believe that?
No, I actually can't believe it, but I believe it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. She wouldn't even let my daughter go home for Christmas and tell him to go away for a few days. My daughter's coming home for Christmas. She kept my daughter out in the cold at her mother's house. To be fair to Barbara at the time, she was amazing for all that time. I can't knock her. That's Charlie's mum. Can't knock her. She fell out, obviously, with her own daughter about it. Mm-hmm. Blood's thicker than water all day long.
Yeah, of
which
course.
shows you what I told you a minute ago now. They're all attacking me now. But when this first happened, I couldn't fault Barbara. She welcomed me into her home. Mm-hmm. I went to my first home leave at her home.
No way.
Do you know what I mean? No one could believe what she done.
Big up Barbara.
Massive respect for Barbara. We argue every now and then now. Yeah. We go back and forth, but she's just protecting her daughter.
Yeah, of course. She's
trying to stick up for her daughter. I get that, but she knows she ain't got a leg to stand on, which is why we end up arguing. But massive love to Barbara, because when it all kicked off, she had me in her house. She took my daughter in while her daughter was shacked up with some house burglar. Do you know what I mean?
Have you ever spoke to that?
Yeah. So fast forward now, we're in February 2023. I'm on my second home leave. I've got the kids round Barbara's house on a 4-day home leave. Charlie pulls up. Who's in the motor? She's only bought that sausage with her.
No.
Mate.
Oh my God.
Honestly.
Was that the first interaction?
That's the first time I see him since prison. Yeah. And it just went off. I've got all the kids there and that. Everyone's going screaming and that. I'm holding a baby in my arms. Charlie's brought him to her mum's house. Her mum's gone mad. Barbara went mental. Like, how are you going to bring this guy to my house when Shaun's here on a home leave, trying to get me recalled back to a CCAT?
That's ridiculous.
Putting me at risk like that in front of them children there. There was no respect there. I'm the baby's dad. You don't bring that scumbag round when I'm trying to put
what did he have to say? For
what you going to do? What you going to do? Like, try giving it. Yeah, in front of Charlie, try giving it. But he knows what it is. Like, he knows what it is.
I don't understand. I just don't seem to understand people like that. You spent 2 years in prison with the guy.
Yeah.
You relied on him to be trustworthy, to do a favour for you when he's out before you.
Yeah.
But I just can't believe that.
But long story short, it all kicked off that day. That's my second home leave. Him and her ended up driving off with a baby in the car. I had all my kids around Barbara's that night. Again, massive respect to Barbara because she handled the situation well. And I don't want no animosity with that family.
Yeah, of course.
The truth is the truth. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. Mm-hmm. Black is black. and white is white.
Yeah,
so
facts.
all I want is them to see that. I'm not here to slag Charlie off. I'm just telling the truth. I'm not here to put them down. I'm just telling the truth, because I've done 5 years behind the door for £1 note, and every single one of them ate off my table. Every single one of them came to my New Year's Eve parties, 100 grand a party. Every single one of them come to my son's birthday. I bought the circus, the England's national circus, to my back garden when I was living in yeah, seriously, for my son's, I think it's his 4th birthday. Everyone come to that. Everyone's been around my table at Christmas eating. You know, I just want them to say, hold on a minute, you know what, Shaun's actually right. Let's just say right is right and wrong is wrong on his side. Charlie was in the wrong. Let's leave it there, and we would have drew a line under it. Got the truth here. No one can put any comments under this podcast. No one can say it's a lie, because every single thing is 100% factual, and I've got 100 people that will back it. Do you see what I'm saying? But it's a sad story. It is. But like I say, I don't want to fall out of that family. I think that's a long way. I think that's long gone now. It's done. But I'm just telling you points here. That's what happened, and that's where we are. Fast forward to September 2023. He gets caught burgling more houses. He's in prison right now, serving another sentence. So she destroyed her whole family
for that.
And now
that's what I was going to ask you. You took the question out of my mouth if they were still together or not.
No, they're not. They're not. They're talking on the phone. They'll probably always be together, because two little scumbags together, they go well together, don't they?
So I take it you don't have the greatest of relationships with her still to this day.
No.
What about with your children?
Me and my children.
Is it tough?
Do you know what is tough? Tough is being a mum. Tough is being a dad. But what's even tougher is a mum being a mum from a distance, and a dad being a dad from a distance. And sadly, that's where I am at the minute. I'm a dad from a distance. Everyone sees my Instagram. They know how much I love my children. Close friends that are running correct, acting correct. I've got stories about friends that want to see their kids. Boyfriends, my manly friends that can't see their kids. But when I say this is no disrespect to anyone, but I'm one of the best dads out there. I'm one of the best dads out there, 100%. So the reason Charlie's now keeping me at arm's length trying to fight it is because, again, the best form of defence is to attack. It's a sad situation, and I just hope that because we're going through the court process at the minute, but it didn't need to be that way. Of course. Charlie could have just owned what she done, admitted that she fucked up, and gone, hold on a minute, no, hold on, I'm in the wrong here, but I can't stop Shaun being a good dad. I can't stop Shaun being a great dad. I can't stop my babies seeing their dad, but that's what she's trying to fight at the minute, just to show that she's right. Which is coming back to bite her on the arse, because obviously you found me on Instagram and look what we're doing.
Of course, that's it.
Do you know what I mean?
You shouldn't be... I know it's easier said than done, and it's obviously going to hurt because you never wanted it to be that way. But at the end of the day, you didn't do nothing wrong. Okay, fair enough. You went to prison.
Thank you, Judge.
And you caused, without realising, you probably did cause some
I said this to Barbara though. I did say this to my mother.
Which you obviously, I can tell you understand.
I said this. It stemmed from me, but they weren't complaining when the pound notes was hitting the desk. They weren't complaining when I was buying everyone puppies. They weren't complaining when we was living lavishly, shopping in Louis Vuitton, doing the Gucci thing, doing the luggage, doing it. No one was complaining when we were sitting in Rolex buying the nice watches. They weren't complaining then. But they want to complain now. And like I said in the first part of last week's episode, that has never stood well for me. It still doesn't stand well for me, and it never will stand well for me. From friends to who we're talking about, family members now. I don't understand how you can get on my back and we can run through the ride for a great time. But then you want to try and dog me, pretend it never happened, and then try and put me down when the ride stops. Can you explain that to me? Or can you try and let me see light on that? Because I can't understand it.
It don't make sense at all. But at the end of the day, you know, like yourself, that you're a good father, and your children still speak to you, which
they fight to see me.
Exactly.
See that post I put out this morning? So to 50k.
You should be proud, man.
I had my daughter's birthday in the street yesterday.
That's crazy.
Because she wouldn't let her come to my home now that I've my partner's home, who I now basically live with, and we've had it in a cold, dark and night street. So I mean, that's the pain of it, but it was joyful pain.
You have to make the best out of a worse situation, innit? That's how I try to look at things. And everyone that talks
about, you do it for the views, you do it for the clicks. Boring. I'm lucky enough to have the kids that take the clicks and the views. I'll take it all day long. Sweet.
So moving forward,
Yeah.
we won't talk about that too much.
Yeah. So that's done. Yeah. So in a nutshell,
done.
she done what she done. My best time in prison was getting a letter and coming home.
Yeah, that's right.
She done what she done. He's obviously gone back to his little usual place, which is his second home. Little tramp. And I've come home. My kids love me. My kids want me. It's now July. And it's just a fresh start for me. This is July 2024. Because I'll give you this in a 60-second nutshell, because I want to talk about something different before this obviously ends. We've got 12 minutes. I got out last July 2024, and then Charlie put a no contact order in between me and my children for no reason. I've then met my now partner. Fast forward 12 weeks. Charlie's then run my probation, told a lie to probation. She got me recalled for 6 months. I went back into prison, Coldenley. Massive shout out to my brother Zach, who I was with in Coldenley there. She got me recalled through a lie. I had 6 months of appeal. I only just got out in March 2025.
No way.
She done that to me, man.
She went back for 6 months. What?
Don't, Josh. Broke my heart, mate. Not over nothing. The document said we've had a phone call from Charlotte. It's her name's Charlotte. We've had a phone call from Charlotte. And listen, you're going to get dogged and hurt like this. You're going to call the person out. I'm not going to come back at you at a violent way.
Yeah.
I'm not going to come back at you at a snaky way. I'm direct and straight to the point. I've got the answer. I've got all the answers to it. No one can say what I'm saying is wrong. So this is now my answer to all the pain that you caused.
Yeah.
Like it or not, this is how it's come out. You found me, Josh. If you didn't want it to be like this, you shouldn't have fucked up in the beginning. Own your mistakes, and we're moving forward. And that's where we're at.
So 6 months, recalled, back out March, you said this year, right? So it's been about 16, 17 weeks now.
Yeah.
What was the first thing you did when you came out?
Walked to my sister's front door, didn't I? 5 million views.
Exactly, that's it.
That's
how we found Truth by Shaun, guys. Did anyone know you was coming out that day?
My sister and my mum and my now partner. That's it. 3 people. My kids didn't know. I wanted to be a surprise.
Yeah, that's good. That's giving me goosebumps.
It was just the best day of my life.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So cool.
I can imagine.
Do you know what I mean? Walking through that door now and Daddy's home. Like, I'm home. Like, especially again, like I said to you before about my partner and her family. Like, I come with a lot of stress, don't I? I come with 5 kids. I'm now a criminal for all the wrong reasons, for all the right reasons. An ex-criminal. For all the wrong reasons, for all the right reasons. I've done what I've done to save my business and to support my family. It was no self-gain in there. It was financial gain to support the network I had around me. And that's the truth of it. But coming out the way I came out after what I've been through was nothing to how I felt for my children.
Yeah, I can
basically, Dad's home to save the fucking day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because that's what I'm into doing. Do you know what I mean? It's 16 weeks. I'm at 30,000 followers. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's great.
You found me. I don't know what's going on. Can I mention Sarah Moxham?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Next week, I'm on the Sarah Moxham show.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a massive podcast. Your guys, massive podcast. I'm sitting here. I'm doing aftershave adverts. Last week I've got moisturising adverts I'm being booked for next month. I'm being invited to restaurants all over the city now. They want me to just going to appear, do a 15-second video. They're giving me 100, 200, 300 pound meals for free. They want to take my whole family along. Like, I don't even know what's going on. Like, I've done this as a motivational thing. It's not a flash thing. It's not a fame hungry thing. I've got a story, and that's what happens with stories. They want to be heard. My sister said this to me in the car the other day. One of her favourite films is The Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh, yeah.
Will Smith,
Jaden. Of
course.
Legendary.
What's that story about, Josh? What's it about?
You tell it.
It's about a guy in America who was homeless.
Yeah, that's right.
Who done his stockbroking exams. Whose wife left him, and him and his son made it to the top.
Yeah.
Now tell me about my story.
It's basically the exact same, more or less.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With all
same paths and that, innit?
Do you know what I'm saying? Now, you know, I know we spoke about Netflix and that before. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know what's going to come of that. I haven't even told the people near me what's going on there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. They'll see tonight, though.
They're going to see tonight, though. I might post it out there, but I just wanted to keep that under wraps until you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, coming home, it was good. I'm home for my children now. I've told the truth today. I'm not here to dig anyone out. You've asked me on to tell my story. I've told my story. I want to get on with my baby mum. I want it right for the kids. I don't want to be having birthdays in the street.
No, yeah, definitely.
I want my son to be loved and nurtured right. My 4 daughters to be loved and nurtured right. I've got my new person now that I'm with, you know what I mean, who's I've known since I was 14.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm connected to her in ways that I never thought I'd be connected to anyone ever again.
Yeah.
Or ever in the beginning, because I'm finding things with her that I never had with my previous.
Yeah.
And it's funny that, because everyone's got benefits, everyone's got cons.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? She's got a few.
Nobody's perfect.
She'll say, I've got a few.
Yeah.
But the pros with her they're different.
I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I feel safe, I feel happy, you know what I mean? Like,
you feel like a kid again,
yeah,
innit?
of course, 100%. And my kids all love her, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I get
that's
it if
nice.
she was an arsehole to them, I get it. But she ain't. And her entire family have welcomed me on. And like I said earlier, it's stressful what I've brought to the table, innit? I've just walked out of prison. Don't matter what I had before, all that money and that. Money don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
I've come out, I'm a little bit stressful, and they've all welcomed me like I'm their own. But they've known me
nice.
for years as well, on and off, do you know what I mean? But it's just a new beginning now, Josh.
That's it.
It's a new beginning now, for my children's sake. And I just want my ex-partner and her family, I don't want no animosity, all the group chats that they've made about me and that, I'll take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
I'm not that person to hide away and shy away and go, oh, there's a group chat about me. I thrive off that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I know how I carried myself was correct, and I know how I was with everyone was right, and it's a shame they couldn't be the same.
Can I ask you a question?
Go on.
You know Truth by Shaun, so when you set that up, did you have that idea while you was in prison?
Yeah.
You did, yeah?
Yeah, it was called Crown 10.
I never asked you, it just snapped in my brain. I was like, wait, when did you actually think about starting Truth
Yeah,
by
so
Shaun?
it was called Crown 10 Motivation
Okay.
when I first registered it in March 2025.
Okay.
But I thought there was no real personal effect there. There was no picture on there.
Yeah.
It was a crown with the number 10 in it, 'cause that's my number. My private account's 10,
Okay.
10, 10.
Oh, yeah.
I love the number 10. It's my favourite number. It's my football number. It's Crown 10 Motivation. But like I said, there was no personal connection there.
Yeah.
There was no face to it. There was no name to it. So one morning I woke up and I said to my partner, so I'm going to change this to Truth by Shaun. Put my face on it. Obviously, I can guess what she said. Don't do that. Don't put your face on it. I'm like, no, I've got to do it.
Sometimes you have to do that.
You got to do it. And the accountability factor just blew it up.
Yeah.
Like I said, I
like the name though.
Yeah, it's good.
Truth by Shaun.
Truth by
It's
Shaun,
catchy.
man. And
It's easy to remember as well.
I've patterned it obviously with the website, with the name now. I've got truthbyshaun.com.
Talk a little bit about that before we wrap up, actually.
Yeah,
Truth
so-
by Shaun,
yeah,
what
so-
you offer and stuff.
Yeah, so Truth by Shaun is a motivational lifestyle page. Yeah. Now, again, not discrediting anyone or taking anyone's life story away from them. There's not one person out there, I feel, that has got as much life experience as me. From nothing to something to nothing, to now rebuilding what I'm building. I've got brands ringing me up for fun, telling me to market their products. You know what I mean? It's a dream.
That's good.
Do you know what I
Dave.
mean? It weren't a fame-hungry thing. I didn't go looking for it. You guys found me.
Yeah, it came to you.
It come to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, Truth by Shaun, motivational lifestyle page. I've got my website, www.truthbyshaun.com.
Yeah, make sure you go check that out.
Appreciate that, Josh. Thank you, my brother. I offer 30-minute phone calls, 60-minute phone calls, 30-minute FaceTimes, 60-minute FaceTimes, and I do a 4 to 8 week plan from emotional needs, physical needs, fitness needs, business needs. I nurture and train people how to move forward into the next part of their life, whether it's their pain factor, they want to get better factor, they want to get into the 1% club. I will help people and I teach people how to get there the correct way, because I formed them first 2 companies out my bedroom. They both turned into multi-million-pound businesses. Do you know what I mean? I know what I'm doing. That decision that I made to go to prison was only to save my businesses. So I'm not a wrong one.
Yeah.
I'm very, very acute at what I know and what I can do and what I can build. Do you know what I mean? So truthbyshaun.com. The services are there for me to help the public, and I love what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing.
That's the main thing, isn't it? Is being passionate about something, but also waking up every day and making sure you love what you do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's everybody's dream. Do you know what I'm saying? So
mad.
it's like me and Jess being here.
Yeah.
We're like passionate to come here. Do you know what I mean? And we love doing it.
Yeah.
Getting new guests on.
Yeah.
Talking motivational, more positive.
Your questions are scary though, because you're on the ball, because you do so much homework into your
Yeah,
guests.
I try to.
But that speaks volumes about you and who you are as a person.
We try to, you know what we try to do? We try to make our podcast, not so cliche.
Yeah.
And like in my head, I try calculate question because we don't read off scripts either. Our first ever podcast we did.
Honestly, and they don't read off scripts.
We literally don't script. It's just an organic conversation. That's what we prefer. Our first ever episode we did. Sorry to go on a tangent, by the way.
No, I love it.
Our first ever episode we did, we was like, we need a script. And then I'm like trying to check questions on my phone. And then I just thought to Jess, like, we know how to speak to other people.
It's a cappella.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Go.
So it's like,
it flows, doesn't it?
It's more forced when we was doing that.
Yeah.
And it's not organic.
No.
And we know how to have a normal conversation because we're normal people.
Well, look how we got on from day one.
Exactly.
The minute I saw you outside and that, I mean, the way you messaged me through Instagram, so I've just found your account, we wouldn't be open to this and that. And, you know, we've clicked and we've connected and that. This is the start of big things to come for myself. And you're already on the way, long ahead of me. But I'm just thankful for you finding me.
No, I appreciate you coming on, though.
This could potentially change my life again.
100%. Hopefully it does, and a lot of people see part 1 and part 2. But also, what's next for Truth by Shaun?
Right, so Truth by Shaun. So as I say, I'm full time now, doing the phone calls. I've got a lot of plans for people that I'm doing now on the 4 to 8 week plan. It's not just fitness, but it's more of an emotional thing. I have the set calls I have with people now every week. You know, I'm not going to let it all go over this podcast, but I've got a way of treating mindset. Yeah. I've got a way of organising goals. I've got a way of writing down your dreams. Yeah. I've got a way of targeting how to reach those goals and dreams, which is second to none. You know, you've heard of Brian Tracy, Tony Robbins, The Secret. I'll implement all of those people into one, and I'll deliver it in such a way that you can't help but wake up the next morning and want to live that life.
No, that's brilliant.
And I'll drive you so far forward in your mind that you will only see success, because I've done it myself. Grew up, my mum working 2 jobs.
Yeah.
I grew up my mum done everything she could for me. All my brothers and sisters. My mum was amazing growing up. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to go to work like that. I thought, right, I'm going to... But it was my mum really that put this into me. If you think about it, hard-working mum, putting my son out there. We have our differences now, but my mum's amazing.
Yeah.
But I've got so much knowledge now on how to be successful, how to carry yourself correct. You can't define one mistake out of a choice of trying to save my business and let that define you as a person, because that isn't me. I've done what I've done to save what I had. But how did I build what I built? I built it through mindset, mentality,
drive,
structure, goals, dreams. I put it all into one bowl. I mixed it up and I exploded it because it took off. It takes off, and this is taking off. Yeah. It's, and it ain't a muggy thing, but everything I do when I put my heart to it, I win. It wins. And that's why I get a lot of jealousy around me. That's why I've got a lot of hatred people around me that you know about yesterday. Yeah. We get people writing text messaging, but I love all that. If, like you said, like,
that's just normal.
Listen,
it is normal.
If you're doing if people were talking about you,
no, it's true.
You're doing good.
It's true.
If people are screaming about you, you're doing something great.
Yeah, it's true.
So I'll take the screams.
No, yeah, we do the exact same.
Here we go.
I used to struggle a bit with it myself because we used to get a lot of like comments on, let's say, some of our videos or shorts and stuff, and I'd read them and I'd be like, oh, for fuck, like I'd want to reply and be like, fuck off. You know what I mean?
Do that. But Jess says no, leave it.
Yeah, but
scared.
obviously Jess is like, Jess is good.
What sells?
No, it's true. But then Jess is like, look, if we weren't getting negativity, we're not doing it right. Because not let's say we put out 1,000 podcasts in the next 2 years. Yeah. There's going to be some that people are going to have funny, negative stuff to put on it, which you should just use to drive you anyway. Yeah. Because half of them you probably don't even know who they are.
And it's a compliment.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Like,
so it's like, that's what I try and think.
I love it.
But it's true.
And they hate that I love it.
Yeah.
They hate that
that's
you
even
love
better,
it.
yeah. That's what it is, isn't it? It's true.
Josh. Johnny Reach.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's very true. And finally, before we wrap up, give the audience some words of wisdom and anything you would like to say and leave.
I had to write this down because this is important. Yeah, this is my first podcast, first of many. And like I said, like, I wanted to deliver this properly to people, yes. Yes, I do want to say something, right? And I wrote this down earlier because it's important that I get this out of the way it needs to be delivered, yeah? So, I just want to say, first of all, I want to tell my babies that I love you and you are the main reasons for everything that I'm building right now. To my partner and her family, accepting me and loving me the way they do. I know it ain't been easy, but trust me, it's going to be worth it. To my mum, Sinead, Scott, Chrissy, I love you. My friends who from day one have shown nothing but support, obviously, especially since I've been released. Rob, Zach, Pete, Raph, Luke, Nikki, Mark, Sarah, Shaun, Brown and Rambo. I appreciate you all in ways that will be made very clear very soon. And to everyone that's tuned in the last 2 weeks, I want to make it clear to you that there is no easy route to success. It's hard work, dedication that wins the race all day long. And if I could go back to the 8th of December 2020 to correct the mistake that I made, trust me, I would. There's no easy route to quick money. Yeah, there might be the first time and the second time, but trust me, it's going to catch you in the end. Karma's a real thing. Karma's a bitch, and it will get you. So as I say, slow and steady, 100% wins the race. There's no amount of money on this planet worth the risk of being taken away from your 5 babies. And anyone that's out there thinking of making the wrong decision, you need to think about that point before you do. Anyone struggling in any sort of way, albeit emotionally, physically, or you just need help staying motivated, getting motivated in life or in business, as Josh said earlier, truthbyshaun.com. I've got the services there that will help you, and that's coming from a one-to-one personal level. There's no team behind me, one-to-one. And lastly, no one on this planet was born great. No one. It's the ones that don't quit. It's them ones that become great. Trust the process, accept no limits, and let's go.
Appreciate you, Truth by Shaun.
Yeah.
Make sure to like, comment, share and subscribe. This is part 2 with Truth by Shaun. I'll leave his website and all his Instagrams and everything else down in the bio. Thank you for coming on again, Shaun.
Appreciate it. It's been a pleasure, man.